Do you actually know what you like, or are you just very good at following what you're shown? I'm wearing what I like and what's authentic to me. People think it's a lot of intent going into how I dress, but honestly, it's not that deep. It's just real. Style isn't strategy, it's identity. Wearing Jordans and styling sneakers, that ain't just start yesterday for me. We can call my mama right now. I'm a black kid born in the 90s. What else was I supposed to be into? Every week I get a message from somebody telling me how they've never seen Jordan styled this way, or how I'm the reason they got back into sneakers. And I love that. But honestly, it's standing out because we living in a time where people have lost their identity from being over-influenced and constantly sold to online. Like, people making videos telling you what you're supposed to be wearing is actually crazy to me. Towards the end of last year, my homie hit me and told me 2026 was gonna be my breakout year. He said he finally gets it. He says he feels that the world is pivoting towards authenticity and honesty, and people who've been themselves this whole time are about to shine. He says when he goes to my page, there's no confusion. You are who you are, you like what you like, and your style is your style. And honestly, I don't know another way. Doing you is what feels natural. It's spiritual for me. Why would I want to do what everybody else is doing? That wouldn't feel good. I'm the best at this because I'm doing me, and can't nobody do you better than you. And yeah, I received what he said, because there are times where you could feel crazy. You'll be looking around like, is nobody else seeing this? I'm generational, and people are just starting to pay attention, and that feels good. But I've been right here this whole time, and I'm not going anywhere. But I get it though. Staying true to yourself in trend-heavy moments, it requires some restraint. Do you actually know what you like, or are you just very good at following what you're shown? Something that always bothered me is when people make these personal style videos and they telling you so much about style and what you should versus what you shouldn't be doing. And they talking about clothes this whole time. And for me, style is way beyond clothes. Like, if you're gonna start trying to figure out what your personal style is and all that, you're gonna have to take it back. What am I actually into? What do I like? What thoughts are my thoughts? What interests are my real interests? You might have to take it back to when you were a child and say, okay, what were the things that moved me when I was young? Let me lean into those things. And personal style is way beyond clothes. Personal style is your life. It's like how you curate your life. It's how you handle yourself. It's your conversation, how you carry yourself, how you walk in the room, what your house looks like. It's across the board. I just think we need a hard reset. There's been an overflow in just everything, and overcorrection is never the solution. So I think what's coming and what's happening right now is that reset that we need for people to come back and like, yo, find some substance. What do you like? Because the internet been telling you what you're supposed to like. You don't even know what you like. And it's so funny because I remember it was just like a weird space before, like this whole, right now things are kind of like coming back around. And well, be honest, I had a heavy influence in it. If you ask everybody else, I'm gonna just say that. People coming back around to like wanting to wear sneakers and wanting to style Jordans specifically. But I remember just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it was frowned upon. People felt like as they got older in age that they had to step away from wearing Jordans. I didn't feel that way. My style evolved as I evolved, and I still kept it foundational. Like, I'm sitting here right now with this red blazer, and I got on these Union ones. Like, I'm going crazy. But that's authentic to me. If I get on the internet, I'm not amongst the popular. A lot of people may not have been feeling my style at the time because of whatever's trending. And if you caught in that and you're not really just like an authentic individual, you may not understand what's happening. You may not understand what you're actually seeing. You may not even understand that you're witnessing greatness. But I do believe that we're stepping into a time where authenticity will shine. Ask yourself these questions. Am I wearing what I'm wearing because it's popular? Or am I wearing what I'm wearing because I actually enjoy these things? That's a huge difference. And I'll let you make that decision for yourself to decide which decision you feel like is right. This is just my think piece. This is how I feel. But in all honesty, I think it's amazing. I think it's beautiful when you can just be authentic and you can have your own identity and know what you're into. The other day I wore a pair of sneakers and I was scrolling through my phone and I saw a baby picture of me in those same sneakers, and I bought the retros of them now that I'm an adult. And those were like my first pair of J's. And I was just like, damn, like, this is beautiful. I was that kid that camped out for shoes. I was that kid that saved all his lunch money, that wouldn't buy all the snacks and all the stuff that the kids was buying because I had other interests. I knew, okay, these were coming out in this many months. If I could save X amount a week equal to X amount a month, and I got this many months, I could get those J's. I can't get all of them, but I know these specifically I'm gonna be able to get. They come out in this month, so I got time so I can stack my money. So that's why it's like an emotional attachment to it, because it taught you so much. It taught me discipline. It taught me how to save money. It taught me how to take my time and be patient. The reason it's so like spiritual is because I still have relationships with people this day that I met who were in those lines with me camping out for shoes, and we brothers to this day. Like, that's beautiful. There's so much rich history here. It's not just, that's why I say it's so much more beyond clothes that people don't even understand. This is how we lost subculture. And it's not like a talk like the good old days, because I hate them conversations. I'm just like making acknowledgement of the times and the things that are happening, because these are still great times for sure. And I love these times because people like me stand out, because I'm going to forever be authentic. That's like my whole, I exist for authenticity. So people that's following me, that's watching me or whatever, they going to be hella inspired to be authentic. And whatever that is, I don't care if it offends people, just being 100% authentic. Like, remember when you was a kid, I made friends with other kids because they love vape. And we would literally be on the phone for hours. We've never had vape in our lives that we could like, like, this is what subculture is and what it was. I remember being a kid, and you would see another kid who was wearing something. He may have had like an image in his binder that showed his interest, and you saw something, you like, oh, I like that too. That could be my friend. And that gave you the encouragement to go talk to that person, and y'all became friends. And this is beyond product. This is beyond consumption. Certain things we couldn't even afford. Vape wasn't real to me, I'm be honest. And it wasn't real because it wasn't obtainable, but I loved it so much and had so much interest in it. A lot of conversations were started that way, and you became friends with people through shared interests. It was the same thing for girls. It was the same thing for boys. I remember having a friend who we were both super into vape, and we used to spend hours on the phone talking about vape, emailing photos to each other, personal messaging vapes and Nike Dunks on MySpace back and forth with each other, and just doing crazy research in history and knowing about all of these shoes and educating ourselves. And we never owned a pair of vapes, but we became close friends and did life with each other because of something like that. That's what subculture is. That's what subculture was. And I'm not saying like it's completely dead. It's just evolved. I think it's evolved, and now we're figuring what that looks like online. And I feel like 2026, that's going to be like very early moments of finding subculture online and it being able to really like cut through. And the only reason and only way that that's going to be capable and possible if people are actually sharing the things that they're actually interested in, not the things that are popular. Let's talk about the things that we're actually interested in, so you can find that community of people who share those same interests. Yo, if this made you think, subscribe. If this piqued your interest, subscribe. That means you found yourself right where you're supposed to be. See y'all on the next one.